Welcome back. This is Shelly with the Healthy Ways Tip of the Week, and we are in our heart of December. We are almost to the big holiday that I'm sure many of us celebrate, and that is Christmas time. So I kind of wanted to talk a little about focusing inward a little bit during this time, and I'll elaborate on this. So Christmas is such a giving time of year. I think we should still do that, share, love, be present with people. But it also comes at a time, if you are in the northern hemisphere, at our darkest time of the year, meaning the sun sets earlier and there's not as much daylight throughout the day. And it's also usually colder, and it is a time that our bodies definitely want that kind of rest, that quiet time, that inward time. And ironically, in our culture, this December ends up usually being quite a busy time for us because there's social events, there's gatherings, we have to be shopping and out doing. So, with that still being done, I wanted to talk about going inward, like I said, touching into yourself a little bit. When you have any time and space to rest or be still, even for just 2 minutes. For myself, I find one of my best self-care times, as I call it, one of my best inward times, just to kind of really check in with myself, is 2 times. Is either when I'm getting ready for bed and I'm actually crawling into bed, starting to close my eyes. That is my time to I'll just relax, breathe, kind of scan my body, let go of what's not serving me, and just kind of do some breath work and some mindful practice just to help myself ease into sleep so I'm not going to sleep with angst and anxiety, anything going on. Another time I really like it is when I'm in the shower. You can really just allow that water to cleanse you, wash over you, whatever you're needing. It's a good place to breathe. Breath, as simple as it is and as automatic as it is actually really, really, really healing to our whole system, our organs, our everything. So anytime you can consciously breathe, do it. So let's take a deep breath right now while we're talking about it. I already feel more peaceful. So that time that I'm talking about, going to sleep, showering, it could be when you're driving, it could be while you're at work, it could be while you're cooking, while you're doing dishes. Just taking a moment for yourself to breathe, to check in, and really feel, how are you feeling? I think a lot of times in the health world, and especially with Healthy Way, this is a weight loss program. So a lot of times I think we're really, really focused on that number, on that weight, on my success is purely by what is the scale saying and all that. I think it's really important to take that moment and really tap inward. I think my video last week was actually kind of talking about this. So really noticing what is happening sensation-wise in my body. What emotions do I have? What mood am I in? How has my sleep patterns been? And checking on yourself in those other ways. And they might seem subtle, but they're really important. And this time of year especially, we're so giving to others, we have to be conscious to give to ourselves too. And it does not have to be material-wise. I actually recommend it not be materialized. Have it be something tangible in your own body. What's going on with me? This vessel is important to take care of. If we take care of ourselves, we can care for others better. If we truly love ourselves, we can love others better. And loving ourselves is just acknowledging you and checking in with yourself. And in the terms of the word self-care, I talk with clients about this a lot because self-care is important. And self-care is a very broad word. Self-care can literally be, I'm going and getting a pedicure today, or I'm going and getting a massage. Great self-care tips. Self-care can also be saying no. I'm sorry, I don't have time, or you don't even have to give a reason, but if there's gatherings coming up this month, whenever, and your heart is really saying, I don't want to do that, speak your truth. And that is totally acceptable to say, no, I can't do that right now. So sometimes self-care is actually setting up boundaries. So some good food for thought on this joyous holiday of acknowledging yourself, loving yourself, being present for yourself. And I actually find this will help you in your social events too. Going in a little bit more relaxed, taking a breath before you walk in the door, being really present with your family members when you're sitting there having hors d'oeuvres or you're having the dinner. Just take that extra time to be so present in your own being and with those around you. That's really, in my belief, is what the holiday is about. It's about that giving of energy with each other, that sharing time, because traditionally, back before we really had such great technology, that we have light shining on us every day, we have heaters, and we have all this nice amenities to make life really comfortable. Well, in the past, our ancestors were using this holiday as a time to come together and be warm and to share in, maybe one person had a wheat crop and somebody else had chickens, and so it's sharing your items together because it's in the heart of winter when not as many things are growing, things are not as alive, it's colder, it's darker. So if we think of the holiday as a little bit more about that the unity and about caring for ourselves, it can be much more fulfilling than this consumerism shopping spree. Now, on that note, I still bought my family lovely gifts and I made stuff and I still like to share an item. You are still able to do that, but it is also really, really good practice to just be present, honor yourself, and honor others. So, I hope you guys enjoy this and I hope that you try it. And as simple as anything to do, just breathe. It's easy, it's basic, we do it automatically, but take that moment to truly breathe, connect with your breath, consciously breathe. And breath is such a good time to just inhale the good energy and you just exhale, let whatever it isn't serving you go. You could have a mantra for yourself. I breathe in light, I let out dust. That's a silly one, but just saying whatever comes to mind. It could make sense. And it doesn't have to make sense. It's whatever feels good for you because nobody necessarily has to hear it. And just keep breathing. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support. I hope you guys got something from this. I know it's a little bit different than some of my other topics, but I think it is a really important subject. Mindfulness is a popular trend right now, and it's because it's so important for our bodies. And so take that time in this cold winter season, the solstice time, to just love yourself, care for yourself, so you can care for others better. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.